What is up, my YouTube family, my Falcons? What's happening with y'all, man? I know I was missing in action last week, but that's just how things go sometimes. You know, life is life. We go through what we go through, and it is what it is. You dig? But I'm back. Today is just a small talk. I'm talking about a book that I picked up. I actually got it from Amazon. So I was just going to touch on that. It's a pretty good book, and it's a book based on music. So my channel is a music channel. So I just want to bring it to you guys who actually listen to what I talk about when I'm talking about books and when I do my little talks, man. Go through my channel and watch my videos. Run me up, you dig? But before I start, let's go ahead and take care of business. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. Also hit me with a thumbs up. Click the notification bell so that way you can be notified when I drop new content. You can go to blackfalcon.com, check out what deals I have going on. It is what it is. You know, if you go purchase the CEO, which is the black hat, the one I have on now, you will receive the presidential for free. Or if you pick up the GB hat, which is the guns and butter hat, which stands for assets and losses, profits and losses. Nothing derogatory with it. It's just the twist on the movie Baby Boy when Ving Rhames gave P and Jody the whole analogy about guns and butter. So basically that's what the play is on that. Assets, things that appreciate, things that depreciate. Guns and butter. Check it out, man. Make sure you go to www.blackfalcon.com and check me out. All right, so on to the topic. So the book that I'm talking about today is, this book is written by a sister, actually. Her name is Audrey. That's her there on the back. I'm not paid by Audrey or anything like that to talk about this book. I purchased it from Amazon, and I read the first 2 chapters, and I just felt like, hey, I'd give this as a recommendation to those that like to pick up books and like to read like I do. You know, I like to do a lot of reading. Basically, her book is talking about running your music business, running your business like a business. You know, music is a business. That's why the word business is tied to the end of it. So she basically gives you all the rundown. I noticed she has, this is volume 2. She has a volume 1. It's all under the music law series that tells you, gives you more detail, you know, setting up the business structure. And this one is just more about running the business. And it was one thing that she said in here that I thought was pretty good. So, you know, when you go to hotels, you travel across the world, it's always music playing at hotels, right? May not be hip hop, you know, it might be more of that elevator music vibe. But what they do is they purchase blanket licenses to play that music. But imagine having your music played in every hotel across the country. Hell, maybe even across the world. Possibly, how could I add that into my business plan? Maybe a hard feat to try to attack and go after. But it is kind of tied in closely to the music library and music licensing realm. And that's kind of what I've been focusing on. You know, I'm not really trying to make my beats for artists, even though if an artist like a track that I make, hey, I would gladly like to work with that artist. But I make my music and I base it off of sending my music to music libraries. And what music libraries are is basically people that have tons of music, tons of songs in all genres, different styles, songs, full songs with lyrics, some just instrumentals. And what they do is they work with music supervisors. Music supervisors work closely with like movie directors. So they're the ones that actually place music in movies, TV shows, TV commercials, and all of that good stuff. So that's kind of the field where I've been dabbling since 2017, 2018. And what I did back in 2018 was made a list of 100 music libraries. I searched through Google. I looked at magazines. I searched YouTube, and I made a list of those 100 different companies, and I sent my music to them. At the time, I had about 4 tracks that I sent. I sent those same 4 tracks to all of those libraries, and I got one yes. out of 100. I got one yes, and I was able to have those 4 tracks signed to a music library. They haven't made me any money yet. They haven't ended up in any shows or any TV series or anything like that. But, you know, and that's always just the first step, getting it into the library. The second step is, of course, having your music sent off to a supervisor so it can be placed. So actually sent some more music just recently, this year, 2020, and was able to get my Spacey EP picked up by a music library as well. So we'll see how that turns out. So that'll be 2 music libraries that I'll have tracks signed with, and we'll see how it turns out. So this book is you know, pretty good for that. It kind of gives you some pointers, tips, understanding on agreements for different producer agreements, artist agreements, you know, contracts, how to deal with attorneys, making sure you have an attorney, kind of understanding the breakdown of royalties and royalty payments, the different types of royalties and things of that sort. And I spoke about this stuff once before, because this is not the only music book that I've read. I've read tons of music books. I have a bunch of them. A lot of Napoleon Hill books, just books on self-help, books on growth, things like that, you know. So, like I said, man, this was just a short chit chat. I just wanted to let y'all in that, hey, I'm still at it, even though I may not be sitting at the MPC cooking up beats, but hey, I'm picking up books, I'm reading, flipping through magazines, reading articles in magazines, reading books on Pro Tools and Logic, and, you know, just trying to learn as much as I can with all the equipment and the digital audio workstations that I already have. You know, we always have gas. We always want more gear, you know. But when we start to realize that a lot of the stuff we have, it can do so much. You know, it can do a lot. If we just sit down and find out what it can do and take those bits and pieces and use it for your music. So that's all I wanted to say, man. It's a quick video. I'll probably be back with another video on Sunday. So stay tuned. Like I said, make sure you go ahead and hit that notification bell. Hit me with a thumbs up. Drop a positive comment. If you know of any music books or any music books that you read, drop them in the comment. Let me know. I'd like to check them out and see if it's something worthwhile for me, you know, that'll help me out as well. So other than that, man, until the next one, y'all, I'll holla at you. Yeah.